we move into the second scene of the first act of The Riddling Reaver, and our intrepid band of heroes managed to rescue Lady Carolina, but they were too late to rescue her husband, Baron Bluestone. Seeking to avenge his death, which has sent shockwaves throughout the city port, they need to locate these 3 items as directed in the Reavers' enigmatic correspondence. So everybody all over Kallamehr is talking about what's happened, the tragic events that you were part of. Somewhere in the town are the solutions to the Reavers' riddles. It seems if you're going to catch up with him, you must play his little game. Lady Carolina has agreed to supply you with any weaponry you might need and any other reasonable equipment. She's prepared to supply you with fine arms crafted by the best weaponsmiths in Kallamehr, and she also arranges a guide for you. Hamid the Dash, the wizard who was killed by the Reaver, had an apprentice. His name is Dapper. He's only 14, but he has an intimate knowledge of the city, and he'll be able to give you guidance. And what that means is he has provided verbally that map which I've shared with you. So you know that there are some key points of interest in Kallamehr. There's the tower where you still are now. There's the market square, the docks, the nautical academy, the parrot in a cage inn, the flesh and pen emporium, and the bathhouse.
And Brian's Gate.
That's right. You've been directed to take whatever you find out to Brian's Bluff, beyond Brian's Gate, and offer it up to the god of the sea.
Well, given that they mentioned a god of the sea, I think I've got an idea about the first part of the first riddle. It's and I'll be sort of like reading out of the scroll. It says, "What am I? A white-winged fish that parts the waves. I ply the sparkling waste. I'm bound by ropes and pulled by cloth, lest merchants lose their haste." I think it's some kind of boat or ship. Ropes, cloth, merchants sail on ships. They sail across the waters.
The white wings are the sails. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure about the second though. The second bit seems to describe where we'd find it. It says, "My first is in south, but not in north. My second is in picture, but not in play. My third is in forth and also in worth. My fourth is in book and also in cook. My fifth is in tow, but not in sow. My sixth is in life, but not in death. And together I'm found where children abound."
Is it letters? Book and cook. That could be it.
I would assume so. It has 6 letters. Then we know that.
Dapper laughs at you at this point.
So
he laughs at you.
is the S and U.
Dapper little fellow, aren't you?
He says it. He says it. I've got it. I like riddles. He says it rhymes with another word for idiot, which is what you all are.
It's a school.
I'm just going to give him a dig. You get a slap across the head for that.
I think it's a school. 6 letters, where children are found. Rhymes with fool. School.
Double hook and in cook. Yeah.
Yeah. So the
School.
O.
Toe and in, but not, but now in so. Okay. 6 is in life and not in death. Yeah. By Jingo, I think he's got it.
So at least we know where the first item is. It's a ship or a boat of some kind, and it's in the school. I'm assuming if it's in the school, it's not going to be an actual like full sailing ship. Maybe some sort of a model or something like that.
Is that an actual school or something like a school of fish or?
Dapper, are there any schools for orphans or children?
Yeah, there's the Nautical Academy. Yeah, that's the school.
But
yeah.
There we are. Then I think
he says it's where I went myself. Until
lead us there, Dapper. If we're going to find a ship anywhere, it's going to be a nautical academy.
Let's go. He says he skips out into the street, and you have to move at speed to keep up with him. And I am now going to roll on my first ever random table. This was the first random table I ever encountered in gaming. Here we are. But what? So as you make your way through the streets of Kallamehr, you are set upon by a vicious street gang armed with knives.
Are they urchins?
There are urchins on this table, but these are not urchins. These are toothless drunkards, desperate for their
not
next...
full-grown thugs. They're the worst kind.
It's like a night out in Burton.
Yeah,
you're not wrong.
Yeah, they're desperate for whatever coins they can get their hands on to buy their next bit of liquor. So, yeah, how many did I say? There are 6 of them.
Oh, a surly bunch.
So like Gwendolyn, Poppy can't count, so...
I shout at them, step back, you've been warned.
One,
Step
too
back.
many.
And as because obviously time is of the essence, we haven't got time to like dally with these thugs. I'm going to, as Harry says, step back, you've been warned, and like, brandishes his weapon menacingly.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my fire spell again, and you can summon up like a wall of fire.
That's right.
So I'm going to try and summon up like a wall of fire, sort of angled between us and them, so we can like scarper down the street, and hopefully they won't want to jump through a wall of fire to follow us, because they're just like drunk thugs. I'll probably be like, nah, leave it.
Fantastic. Yeah, let's see if you can completely diffuse this situation. Yeah.
And Poppy will hurt young Dapper behind it to protect him.
That was an 8 on the roll, so it's under my magic score. So.
Fantastic. So you do, and to much kind of to the amazement of all the people looking around, most of whom are scuttling away actually at the sight of the possibility of danger. And as you predicted, they are they were opportunists. They've got absolutely no interest in taking on such a powerful mage.
I'll have like a few beads of sweat pouring down my face. I'm like maintaining this, and I'll be like, I can't maintain it for very long. Quick,
Fantastic.
let's do one.
They are dapper. That's what you should be doing. That's what you'd be aiming for.
Yeah, Dapper's very impressed. In fact, you notice that as you restrained him, you put him behind you. Dapper has in fact turned invisible. But as you move on, he realises that he's perhaps embarrassed himself, and he turns around and tries to sort of make some rude gestures at the thugs. Makes like he was ready to give him what for.
Quick, Dapper, is there any other way we can get to the school? Take us through whatever side streets you need to. Just get us away from here.
Yeah,
Make it fast.
Don't worry, I know the way. Yeah, so he takes you there, and you're heading up the pathway now. So the Nautical Academy is slightly out of town. It's an ancient and decrepit building. And it's perched dangerously close to the cliff, and you wonder what prevents it from sliding into the sea. Robed children career noisily in and out of the large entrance and lean out of the windows. At the top of the building is an ancient weather vane in the form of a ship. Perched precariously on this is a grubby youngster who attracts your attention by lobbing loose bits of tile at you. And I'm going to give you the picture, because we got one. There we go.
Are there any friendly people around this place?
There's Dapper.
Friendly? He was a cheeky little shite. He's a good... He needs to feel the back of my hand. Oh, yeah, he did. This other fella, I'm shouting, "Oi, pack it in. Don't be throwing your tiles down at us."
He sticks his tongue out at you, gives it...
Yeah.
And then chucks another tile at
Harry,
you.
I think that's probably the ship we need.
Yeah, I was looking at this riddle as well. We need to find some barrels or something.
Of course, the second item.
Yeah,
It's a barrel.
barrels.
You're absolutely right. But we've got to get this first. How are we going to get up there? And unless one of you can persuade that young scamp to throw it down to us.
Dapper, do you fancy oiking up there and getting that ship down?
Oh, he says I'd love to, but actually, I twisted my ankle back there when I was avoiding the
Convenient
thugs.
that.
So I couldn't possibly climb up there.
Do we have any money to start with?
We read our equipment list, didn't we? No. So you do not. You do not. You're looking for fortune.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is, because obviously we all started with like a sword. But since mine's effectively useless because I probably don't even know which end to hold of it, I'm going to sort of take it out, like still in its like little makeshift scabbard, and I'm going to shout up to like the little kid who's sat up there, and I'll be like, "Hey, you there, small boy?"
Small 'cause he's far away.
What he means is toe rag.
I'm like, how do you fancy trading that
Kick up
ship?
the arse.
Shut up, Harold. How do you...
Tell you for today, you don't know you was born.
Poppy,
He
keep
gives
him quiet.
it gestures that he shouldn't know. He's going back to you.
Poppy's putting
giving
his
up
hand
his-
putting her
he's
hand
giving it
over Harry's mouth.
I'm like, small boy, how do you fancy trading that ship you've got there for this marvellous sword?
Well, it's not that great.
Shut
Like,
up.
you wouldn't give me a sword. You're having me on. You wouldn't give me a sword.
And I'll sort of say, well, look at how I'm holding it. Does it look like I know how to use a sword? Whereas I do need that ship there. And if you bring it down to me, I'll give you this nice shiny sword. And I tell you what as well, young fellow, I bet it'd really annoy your teachers if that ship went missing.
Get it out. Show it to me. I bet it's some kind of crap sword.
I'll take it out and show it to him. Just a standard sword.
All right, he says, throw it up.
Okay, I'm going to say, no, you need to throw the ship down first. Otherwise, you might scamper off with it. I tell you what, why don't you get the ship, come down, and we can make the exchange rather than anyone having to throw anything about.
All right.
And my basic problem, if he comes down with the ship, the idea will be sort of like on the count of 3, we both put them on the ground. Then I can pick up the ship, he can pick up the sword. Everyone's a winner.
Great. Well,
And then I'd kick his ass.
and we take the sword back.
Well, he can't quite believe someone's going to give him a sword, but he
they ain't.
pulls the weather vane off, disappears. Actually, comes down through the roof, all right, and then he comes out the front door of the school, and he's got 2 other urchins alongside him. They walk in step with him, and they move on his commands.
So I'm
It's
going
like
to
a
say,
funnel. It's like a funnel.
The 3 urchin group, approaches you.
I'm going to say, right, on the count of 3, you put down your ship there. I'll put down this sword here. You pick up the sword. I'll pick up the ship.
This is like a battle of wills between a magician and an urchin. This could be fun.
And then I'll do the whole like 1, 2, and as we get to 3, as we get to 3, I'm going to put the sword down and then sort of try and grab up the ship, and I'll let him take the sword. I'm not going to interfere with that. You can have it.
Fine. Well, he pulls a bit of a move because he chucks the ship to one side, but he's got one of his mates ready to grab up the sword. But he does give it to you. He just chucks
that's
it off
fine.
to one side.
I'll go and pick up the ship. He can have the sword. That's fine.
Right, and they take the sword out. They look at it. They touch it. They ascertain that it's a real bladed weapon. And you reckon that these 3 kids are perhaps ages 11, 9, 7, something like that, and they run back into the school waving this sword and passing it back and forth.
Let's get before the teacher clubbers us.
Right? Yes.
They'd be all right as long as they don't try and draw it.
That's what. As we're walking, away, I said, "Well, that's one item we've got." As Harry said, we need to find a barrel now. Let's see
Barrel.
Where did it say it
barrel-
was? My coat is green, and I can speak of several things, but mostly cheek. In such a prison I am set that has more loopholes than a net.
Didn't we pass a pub back there? The Parrot and Cage? I wonder if that's it. The Parrot and Cage, isn't that what it was called?
A parrot in a cage.
I'm sure there was something like that. Wasn't it?
Is
Dapper around? Is he? He
Dapper's appreciative of that. He says, "Yeah, I think that would."
Yes, and there'd be barrels there.
That sounds good to me.
If it was a drinking establishment.
I'll lead you there, shall I?
Please, Dapper, please lead on.
And don't go disappearing again.
Fine. What we got here? Okay. So as you follow Dapper through the streets, you okay. That's a non. Okay, you notice a well-dressed merchant as you go past him, but he looks like he's in a hurry, so he doesn't engage you. And you arrive at the Parrot in a Cage Inn, which is both the most successful and the most disreputable drinking establishment in Kallamehr.
I don't like the look of this place. It looks a little bit on the rough side.
Dapper informs you that he's barred, and so he's not going in.
He's a bard now. I thought he was a magician.
Well, I hear multitasking's all the rage now, Poppy.
Multiclassing, yeah.
But I think perhaps I'd probably be better to stay outside with Dapper as well. I'm not sure I'll be able to fit in with the lingo of the people in this place.
I'll see how this is going.
Yeah. Come on, Harry. Let's go and have a couple of beers with the money we ain't got.
Right. So
times.
You move in. You walk into the smoke because they haven't yet outlawed smoking indoors in Kallamehr. And there's a right rum bunch sat about in here. And you notice in the sort of the focal point in the tavern is a cocky young man is performing a trick with 3 shells and a pea, and he's got 2 piles of coins there, testifying that this is a serious bit of business. And you soon notice that nobody seems able to beat him at his game. It looks simple, and he shuffles the shells very slowly, but somehow he manages to deceive all comers. There it is, yeah, thanks. There's only one person in the inn who doesn't seem to be very interested in the game. He is a short, rat-faced fellow who sits by the bar, playing with his bead necklace and occasionally muttering to himself. And by his head, you can see the most important thing, the prices of ale. It can be bought by the tankard or by the cask. And behind the bar, you can see casks, bottles, and barrels untidily stacked. What do you do? So we got Poppy and Harry have gone into the town.
Well, we ain't got any money.
How are we going to find the right barrel?
I think it might be any barrel, actually. But we've got to try and win some money without any money. I don't know how we're going to do that. Are you any good at these shell tricks? No. I'm definitely not. Unless I'm a bit lucky, you never know.
I think you might be a bit luckier than me, just saying.
I think so. So she's going to approach this man, this conjurer, and say, "What's the score then?"
Okay. This guy screams in terror at the sight of you because you've got the bristling hairs of a spider sticking out from your face, from your every exposed bit of skin. But he recovers himself.
Give us a kiss, sweetie.
Yeah, no, he's not up for that. But he beckons you to sit down, asks you what you're betting.
Oh, well, what do you want to bet with? I ain't got no cash.
Well, anything else you've got of value, I'll tell you what I'm happy to put up against it.
I've got some of the spider hair. If you want a bit of spider hair.
Yeah, no, I'm not interested in that. No.
Well, I've got a coil of rope. Is that any good?
Nah, it's not particularly worth gambling.
Well, the only thing I got is some provisions, really.
Oh, all right. I'll bet you the lot. Get them all out.
Okay, so she'll get her pack out and sort of pile her iron rations up.
Right, fantastic. Yeah, he takes one look at that and says, "Yeah, well, you can put that up against my 10 gold pieces."
Ooh.
Okay, and then he says, "All you've got to do is
watch the shells."
What? Yeah, watch the pea. And then he puts the pea under one of the shells. Puts it under one of the shells, and you see him move very slowly. You keep your eye on the shell that he put the P under. He doesn't speed up. You can see clearly where that P should be.
And I'm going to point. She's going to point to the shell where she's watched the P go.
Okay. He turns it over. There is no P. There is no P.
Ooh, you cheated.
He says, look, before I take your rations, I'm going to offer you double or quits. If you want to stick something else in there, you can still have the chance to win it all. And I'll give you 20 gold instead. But what else have you got?
What about that fancy wooden box that opens in water and closes out?
That might be an idea. Go and get it off Adolphus.
Yep. I'll dash outside. Adolphus.
Oh, well,
Where's the box? We need the box.
What's going on, Harry?
A bit of gambling. We need a stake to get us in the game. We're trying to win 20 gold coins.
But these sort of street hustlers and these gamblers, they're notorious for cheating at this sort of thing.
I know, but if it all goes bad, I'm just going to hit him with my axe.
Oh, so Dapper says, this isn't the old pea and shell thing, is it?
Yeah, the pea and shell thing, yeah.
Oh, no. He says, is the rat-faced guy in the bar as well?
Yeah.
Listen, what you need to do...
Don't take that bet, Dapper says. You can't win it.
What you need to do is, when he says, where is the P, grab hold of his arm and it'll be in his sleeve or something.
No, it's not an ordinary street trick. That rat-faced guy was another apprentice of Hammett the Dash, and he got dismissed because he was using magic to steal and to swindle. And I'm pretty sure that Ratface is helping that fellow to win these bets. So I think he's achieving that by magical means.
Oh, I see. Well, there's no way you'll simply win by playing the game if he's cheating using magical means.
Stinking cheat.
But I don't know that I have any magic of my own that would help in this endeavour. I mean, I could improve your luck, but if he's using magic to cheat, that won't help.
Perhaps I should just confront him, tell him he's a
Puppy sticks her head out the pub and says, "Have you got it yet? He's waiting."
Well, we've already got what we need. We've already got what we need out of the box. So I'm just going to give. I'll give Harry the box. Obviously, keep the scroll in my pocket. I would say, do what you think's best, Harry. But bear in mind, he is cheating. He's using magic.
What do you mean he's cheating?
He's using magic.
Can you not take that other guy out then that's doing it, and I can just pick it, and he won't know that the other guy's not there, and maybe we'll get it.
Tell what you need to do, Poppy. You need to get yourself like another P. Then when he lifts up the thing, you need to like palm it onto the table under the cup, so you can be like, "There we go. There's the P. I've won."
Where am I going to get a P from?
Dapper, can you scare us up a P? Just like a little dry P.
He says, "Yeah, give me 5 minutes. I'm sure I can find a P."
Nice one, quick as you like.
So Poppy pops her back in. Oh, we're just getting the box out. It's in a very deep bag. We'll be there in a tick.
He says, "Come on, I offered you double or quits."
Yeah, we're in.
I've already won the.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, this box is worth it. I tell you now, it's top quality.
To add a bit of validity, in like since I'm outside, in like a sort of slightly overly loud voice, I'm deliberately heard. I'll be like, "Well, Poppy, I really don't like the idea of trading this box. It is a family heirloom. You're sure it's a sure thing, Poppy?"
It's a sure thing. It's a great trick. I'm going to win this one. Not a problem at all.
And I'm just going to try and like stall until by sort of like going like, "Oh, I'm not sure about this. My grandmother left me this," but until like Dapper gets back with this P.
And I'll be like, "Yeah, there's absolutely no cheating going on at all. No sign of any cheating whatsoever. We're on to a sure thing."
Okay.
Definitely.
Dapper comes back with a P and he says, "Sorry, it took him so long to get it, but there were a whole load of mattresses on top of it." He had to take them all off. But here it is.
I'll take the P off him, then I'm going to go forward and like hand the box to Poppy, and as I do, I'll sort of like pass you the P over like in my hand as well.
and she'll have the pea in the hand. Well, she's not going to pee in the hand. She's going to pick the pea up and put it in the hand. So Poppy's going to go back in with the box. See, look at this box, and she'll open the lid up and say, "Look, very swanky this one. Is this
all right, love? Bang it on the table. Yeah, love. Great. Now just watch the pea," he says.
And as he's moving around, she's going to watch them, and then she's going to, as she picks the shell, she's going to go, that one, and as she does, she's going to flick it over, and at the same time, try and drop the pea without them noticing. Go, aha! Found it.
Well, that's going to be roll under skill.
And can I cause a distraction at the same time as well by like nudging somebody, like just digging them in the ribs and?
Well, who do you want to nudge? Just someone who's around the table, or?
Yeah, just enough so that like they'll go like that. And whoever's doing the trick, they might just look to the side.
Ever so slightly.
Yeah.
So that is 2 over my skill, but can I try and use a bit of luck to improve that?
No, you fumbled it. So,
just whack him, Harold. Whack him.
So he leaps up. He gets everybody's attention. He looks around at everybody. He says, "Can you believe it? I am being cheated.
Cheating bastard! Boom!
Harry,
punch in the face. Cheating! Fucking magic! That is. Boom!
And Poppy will upend the table at the same time.
Yes. The table's there. There's shells everywhere. There's coins. There's piles of money. All the various villainous, all the scum are scrabbling around on the floor, grabbing coins. All right, your man's gone down like a sack of bricks as soon as you connected with his jaw. There's absolute commotion.
I like to think this will be the bit where I'm stood outside with Dapper, and I'll be like, "I don't think it's going terribly well, Dapper."
Yeah,
it's going fine.
Last time I was in here, yeah.
Get the barrel.
So what are you going to do? The rat-faced man at the bar is sort of he's sort of making his way out round the walls. There's fists flying. They're all fighting each other over the coins on the floor.
We're going to try and grab a barrel.
Okay, so for that, you need to get behind the bar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, the inn's proprietor is not going to be up for that. So I think, Poppy, if you fancy it, that's another skill roll to leap over the bar. Otherwise, if you fail in this skill roll, he's going to get his crossbow that he's got under the bar. He's going to start.
While this is going on, I've sort of like stuck my head through the door, like dodging like thrown tankards and whatever to see what's going on.
Yeah,
Harry,
fine.
I think maybe you should be doing this.
You see the rat-faced guy with the bead necklace, Adolphus, is making his way out the door, so he's coming towards you.
Okay.
You're going to leap, are you, Poppy? Yeah.
Oh, I've done it. A 4. Look at that. She leaps over very elegantly.
Yeah. And you've got your pick of casks here. You can grab a cask, and you can begin to get back out before the proprietor's had a chance to really get his crossbow
and
ready.
She'll scream at Harry, "Get the provisions, quick!"
Grab him.
Where is Harry?
Yeah, grab him.
Okay, Harry, you can roll 1d6 for how many of the provisions you manage to grab before you get out.
Yep. 2 only.
Okay. So, I mean, if you want to stay around and pick up some more, you can. But then we move into bar fight. But if you want to get out quick while everybody's hitting each other over the head with chairs, then 2 provisions is what you manage to recover.
We'll scoot out.
Leg it, lads, leg it.
Great.
Yeah.
I should have said you now have the cask and you have the ship. When you acquired each of those items, you heard the Reavers laugh again, and the scroll, the writing on the scroll, the relevant scroll, disappeared. So just to confirm that you had the right item.
as they're sort of walking out, we're probably going to like duck down like a side street so we're away from the action. I'm going to be sort of looking a bit grave, and I'll be like, I don't really know how to tell you this, but I've been looking at the last riddle, and whilst I think I've got a rough idea of what it means, I don't think you're going to like it.
It can't be any worse than that.
Well, judge for yourself.
I don't know.
The last one, it says, "What am I? I've neither top nor bottom, yet I hold a bone and skin. I hardly ever make a noise, and yet my name is a din."
Drum?
Drum.
No, I think it's I think possibly it's a ring, because it doesn't have a top or bottom. It's round, and ring is the noise for the name for a noise. But it's not.
These magician blokes are clever, aren't they?
It's not that bit that worries me. It's the where am I bit that worries me. It
Go
says,
on.
I'm pretty sure you'll work this out, but like I say, you're not going to like it. It says, "Ill-matched is my visage to my frame. Horns are on my head, and the rest is a hideous mane. By fame well known throughout all the Elansian lands, from man and beast together is my name."
No.
That's like
It's something that's a man and a beast, has giant horns on its head.
Manticore. No, does that have horns?
Griffin. No, that's a lion, isn't it?
It has a big mane, it said.
Dapper says, "I'm amazed you can't get this one."
A minotaur.
A maze monster.
Yeah, I think Harold's right. I think it's a minotaur.
Not a major tour.
No, definitely minor.
It can't be that hard then. If it's minor, it can't be that hard, can it?
Do we know if there's like a maze with a minotaur anywhere in the city? It strikes us as something we'd have probably heard if there was.
Yeah, no, Dapper says he can't help you with that one. He doesn't know where you're going to find a minotaur. He says, minotaurs are just from stories you tell children, aren't they? There's no such thing as a minotaur.
Well, yes, I mean, obviously I've heard the legends. I've never seen such a beast, but I've seen all sorts of things in my studies that are supposedly only legends, but I have no idea where we'd find such a beast.
Is there any emporiums we could look around?
Yeah, well, you've got your list of places. I mean, you've got your Flesh and Pen Emporium, although Dapper tells you that's the place where you can buy tattoos.
A tattoo of a minotaur.
What's this whole bone and skin? What's this bone and skin business?
Well, a ring goes round your finger. So it's got bone and skin.
It holds you.
I don't know where you put your rings, Harry, but the rest of us put them around our fingers.
Well, I'm not obliged to say, really.
And this is a kids-friendly show, so don't show us.
Dapper also says, I mean, in general...
Oh, yeah, I got it. Yeah, of course, yeah.
You might find exotic things in the market.
Who said drum, Pete?
I don't know. Who are those thickies, eh?
Well, I don't have any other ideas. So why don't we go and have a look at this tattoo place? You might be right. Because if we're an actual maze with a minotaur,
good job, John's here, because we are useless.
So you want Dapper to lead you out to the Flesh and Pen Emporium, then?
Yeah, it sounds like the only real sort of option we've got.
As you're approaching the Flesh and Pen Emporium, and you see that guy making demonstrations of all his wonderful tattoos, moving in such a way that it appears like that woman on his arm is dancing magically as he flexes his arms, and obviously you're taken with this and you're studying him intensely. And 6 guards approach you while you're doing this. 6 Kallamehr guards. You've already met some of those because you met some trying to bash the door down. They make their way towards, I'm deciding randomly, it's Harry.
I think you look a bit suspicious with a barrel under one hand and a ship under the other arm. The
leader of the group says, Are you the one they call Harry Ballsacks?
That's Ballsacks.
Indeed. So you are the one they call Harry Ballsacks.
Ballsacks, yes.
Yeah. So we've had reports of you. Oh, it says falsely accused here, but actually we've had reports of you causing a disturbance in the Parrot in a Cage Inn
Me?
Yeah, someone answering your description and with the name that you just admitted to possessing. So we would like to arrest you for causing a public disturbance and take you down to the guardhouse.
As this is going on, I'm going to sort of like slunk into the background a bit, and I'm going to try and use my spell Creature Copy to make a copy of one of the guards who acts under my command. And I basically want to have it so like a guard steps out to the street a bit further up, and they're like, to like make sure their face isn't seen, so they can't be like, oh, there's two of you, but you know, just wearing the generic guard stuff and be like, quick, there's been a murder, we need all the guards down. And I'll pick some part of the city that's like away from where we are. And I'll be like, oh, all the guards have been told we've got to get down there. They're like, Chief Treasurer, or I'll pick someone important, has been murdered, come on, we've got to go. And then have him like disappear back down the alleyway, like running off. And then sort of
Excellent
end
use.
of the spell.
Excellent use of the spell. Yeah, let's have a roll. Got to roll under magic. 3 dice.
So 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's under my magic.
Fantastic. That goes how you wanted it to go. So yeah, you model a spell on one of the guardsmen stood towards the back. The officer who was talking to Harry sees it, and he says to you, "Wait right there. I'll be talking to you later."
Right.
And then
Don't
they
worry,
all
we'll wait
trot
here.
I won't
trot off
move
in
from
the
this
direction
spot.
indicated. Excellent.
So again, like sweating a bit, I'll be like, quick, it won't be long before they realise they've been hoodwinked. We need to find this like Minotaur ring, whatever it is, and get the hell out of here.
You'll have to shout a bit louder, John. Harry's halfway up the street at this point.
Oh, see, you've
No, not really. No, I just ducked out
okay.
of the way. No.
So as you can tell from the display going on outside the Flesh and Pen Emporium, this is a favourite of sailors. This emporium. Standing just outside the entrance is a burly fellow wearing only a loincloth covered from head to foot in tattoos. You've seen him already. He's attracted a small crowd of admiring street urchins, 3 to be exact, and passers-by, to whom he's demonstrating the unique qualities of his designs. He flexes his right arm, the tattoo of a belly dancer comes to life, while on his left, the fearsome cobra rears and strikes.
I'll just sort of like from the back of the crowd be like, oh yeah, it's all right, but it's not as good as this one. And I'll pick some other city like somewhere else. It's not as good as this one fella I saw had this bloody great big Minotaur tattooed on him. Now that was something to see.
Yeah, and a few people in the crowd, you know, nod their agreement that sounds like a rather wonderful tattoo. Yeah, and then you notice inside you can just see working away through the window a craggy old dwarf who's busy sticking needles into a victim who's not enjoying it very much and shrieking as he makes the tattoo. What are you going to do?
Well, we'll go inside.
I think one of us should stay out here to. I'll stay out and keep a watch in case those guards come back. I'll give you the signal. The signal will be me running away very quickly, shouting. Get in there. See if you can. Look, I don't know how you get it done. Even if you have to get a tattoo of a Minotaur off this guy, just like get it done. We need to find this Minotaur. But it's actually the ring we need. Maybe you can tattoo a ring on you or something. I don't know, but just see what you can find out. I'll give you the signal if I see the guards coming back.
Here we go again.
Right.
Come on,
Right.
Harry. Let's go and do it.
Well, we'll
What
go
could
in.
possibly go wrong?
Well, everything. We're looking for a ring and a Minotaur, but it seems unlikely that it's actually a Minotaur. Have I got the gist of this?
I think so. As long as we're not looking for a drum, we're fine.
Yeah. Whose stupid idea was that? That wizard.
I know. Leave him outside.
Right.
So,
Right, so as you go in, you notice the dwarf, he finishes his tattoo that he's doing on this guy. He stands up and looks in the mirror, and he's got this blazing sun tattooed on him, on his chest, beating down on a tropical island. And the dwarf says, with this enchanted tattoo, my friend, you will never catch cold again. Oh, and the
magical
sailor grimaces
tattoo.
and says, I should think so too after all I've had to endure. And he walks past you, putting on his shirt out of the shop. Yes, indeed. The dwarf sells magical tattoos.
Oof.
Ooh.
So,
And he asks how he can help you.
Well, do you do rings or rings?
do we need like a Minotaur tattoo around our arm or something? Like a tattoo?
ring?
I can do you a ring. Yeah, I can do you a ring. I can do you a Minotaur. I
A
can do those.
Minotaur ring?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm after a Minotaur ring. Round my arm here.
Well, it'd be 25 gold pieces.
How about round my finger?
It'd be 25 gold pieces.
Your little finger.
We ain't got no money, man. And I tell him,
I mean, gets into trade for him.
we've got this magical box.
Do you want a small apprentice magician by chance?
I've got no need for one.
I'd be good at sweeping the floors.
Whilst they're having this discussion, I'm going to be sort of talking to Dapper outside and be like, Dapper, if there were, do they have like animal fights or anything like that in the city? Yeah, like cockfighting, stuff like that.
I'm not. Harry's not doing that. I'm telling you now.
Not that I know of. Although I mean, the sailors and the other reprobates on the docks get up to all sorts of things.
So I'll sort of stick my head in through the flap of the tent, and I'll be like, psst, psst. Dapper says if this isn't the place, Dapper said there might be some like animal fights and like creatures down at the docks. Maybe we can find some there.
I think that might be a better idea than trying to get Harry's little finger tattooed with no money.
The dwarf's done you a lovely little sketch of a minotaur just on a bit of parchment. He says, "Look, this is what this is what you'd be having."
Oh, that's rather nice. Quite
Harry,
like that.
before you have it done, Harry, I think you better speak with your wife. So you better pop home and then nip back later. See what she says.
But I...
your wife.
Oh,
Yeah.
my wife. Yeah.
I will see you later.
I will just nip off to speak with my wife, and then perhaps, if it's acceptable with her, I'll be back later. Thank you.
Right, yeah, he makes his time waster face. He makes his bloody time waster, even done you a sketch face as you go out of the shop. Yeah.
Ooh, that was close.
Right, Dapper. Dapper, can you lead us to the docks?
I certainly can, Dapper says. On the way.
This is where Harry's going to do some cockfighting.
Yeah.
Oh, on the way. On the way, the adventurers meet a guard patrol. If they are wanted for a crime, the guards will attempt to arrest them. Great. Okay, so you see the same bunch, all right, coming towards you. Yeah, they've spotted you. That same officer, he's spotted you. He shouts, "Oi, ball sacks!" They make their way towards you.
Like
Oh, ball sack!
Like it!
Run away!
Oh, let's do a chase.
Yeah.
Let's do a chase. Right. Okay, I think we want attack strengths against my guards. Yes, we do. Yeah, a contest, right? You got to win. You got to win twice in a row to get away. Otherwise, they're going to catch up with you.
I would like, if I can, I would like to make a luck roll here to see if it just so happens that like some guys like carrying like a crate or something like walk across the street just as they're about to start like chasing us, and we can use that as a distraction to like duck down a side alleyway.
Good. You give me that test for luck. Yeah.
Okay. No, that's a failure.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, so you thump into a guy carrying a crate, and as well as taking 2 points of stamina damage, you're going to take a -2 to your first. No, it'll be a it will be a -2, because we're rolling attack strength to your first attack strength.
Okay.
Right. So I want attack strength from everybody. You're rolling 2 dice adding to skill. I'm rolling 1 for all of them.
Yeah, Dave slipped into black hack there with that,
That's,
that +2
yeah,
penalty.
yeah.
That's 15 for me, counting the -2.
14 for me.
Oh, nice. 18.
Right. Okay. So unfortunately,
Harry's legs are he's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Poppy slowing you down.
It's all these
actually,
spider
let's do it.
spines. They're weighing me down.
Way. I'm going to take 1 point against Poppy, and I'll have, but each of you gets 1 point. So that's quite nice, because then I could catch just one of you. That's quite good fun. All right.
Dilemma.
Yeah. So let's have it again. Let's have attack strength again.
So Poppy's at the back going huffing and puffing there.
Oh, 9. 16.
14 again. Consistent.
13.
Okay, so right, that's great. So if you want to, that's brilliant. So if Harry wants to, he can slip away. All right. Adolphus isn't far enough ahead, but Poppy has been caught up to by the guards. They won 2 in a row against her. So
she's going
what do you want to do? Do you want to come back and help Poppy? Or, sorry, what are you doing, Poppy?
Poppy's going to point at Bullsacks running away. He goes, "That's Bullsacks. I'm not Bullsacks. I just ran because everybody else ran."
Okay, at which point, seeing that they've caught up to Poppy, I'm going to use like my last cast of creature copy for this act, and I want to make a copy of Bullsacks on the other side of them, basically like thumbing his nose at him and giving it the thought you could catch me, did you? Then have him like run down the street and sort of take a left in the opposite direction.
Brilliant. And while John's rolling 3 dice under magic, Pete, can you tell me what used to happen back in the day when people used to say that to you? I was just running away because everybody else was running away.
Of course you were, Sam. Of course you were.
I bet you used to hit them anyway.
I believed them every time.
Anyway, luckily, yeah. Just as Adolphus shouts ball sacks and points, and they all turn. And he gives them such a crude gesture that they forget Poppy and run off after him again. And we've sucked the spells, so that's quite good. So you've cunningly evaded the law again.
I'll be like, hope you're not relying on much magic from here on, boys.
Good, right. So you arrive
nice.
at the filthy docks, and they are smelly and full of the shadiest characters you've ever seen. Mysterious figures are loitering on every corner.
Bit like the
You've
pub,
got a
really.
distinct feeling that you're being watched. Yeah. Now, as you approach the large wooden storage barns which line the waterfront, you stop in your tracks. The barn door furthest from you creaks open, and 2 shady figures emerge, manhandling what appears to be a body. They drag it to the quayside and drop it into the sea. As they slide back towards the barn, you hear shouting from inside the huge building. And yes, as Dapper indicated, it's exactly the kind of shouting you'd see at a cockfight or some kind of boxing ring or something like that.
Right, well, I suppose we've got no choice but to have a look in there, although I've got to admit, with all this magic I'm flinging around, I'm starting to feel a little bit fatigued, but we need to try and find this thing as quickly as possible.
Are you any good at magicking cocks out of nowhere? Because we've got nothing to fight with if it's cockfighting. Unless you're Dapper, you found a pea, can you find a cock?
Yeah, Dapper says he's quite happy to go off and look for a cock if you want him to.
I don't think that'll be necessary, Dapper.
He says, I'm sure you'd find one somewhere around here.
Let's go inside and see what's going on.
It might be an idea to see what's happening first.
Fine. So as you go into the warehouse, you can see that, all the crowd are arranged around a big pit. And every inch of seating around the room is taken up by all those, you can see them in the picture, all the sailors and the rogues, all clutching coins, yelling bets at one another. They don't take any notice of you as you go in. Now, at one side of the rim of this pit stands the master of ceremonies, resplendent in enormous turban and garish silk pantaloons. As you approach the pit, he yells, "Who dares challenge the mighty Minotaur of Melisande? Is there anyone brave and hardy enough to last the turn of the sandglass? Come now, surely 100 gold pieces make it worthwhile." And in the pit, you can see the strange beast.
And Poppy's going to look at Harry. This is your time. This is it. You can do this.
Yeah, come on then, Minotaur.
It does indeed have a big brass ring in its nose.
I'm having that
There we
ring.
go. That must be it.
I'm having that ring. I step up.
And I'm glad for once you've said that and it's appropriate.
Oh, so this is the.
I'm having that ring, boy.
This guy is played by Bruce Campbell, this master of ceremonies, and he says, "Well, so we have a challenger. We have a challenger. And what might your name be?"
I am Harold Ball Sachs.
Okay, he says, "The mighty Ball Sachs," and he leaves the ball in there and let everybody say, "Ball Sachs,
Ball Sachs, Ball Sachs, Ball Sachs."
Right, he says, "You need to last 7 rounds.
Oof.
If you can survive 7 rounds with the
I'll be
Minotaur,
bloody amazed.
you win the gold."
But before he goes in, how's Harold looking? Are you in like a good state, Harold? Are you looking like a bit beat up?
He's not very lucky. He can do with a bit of luck, maybe.
I'm slightly beat up. My luck's a little bit down, but I was a bag of rubbish when I started. So
Right, I'm going to cast my luck and my stamina spells on him.
what spell you got? Replace character.
That's not a spell. That's an innate ability. So if you've lost skill, you get up to half your skill back, but not above your maximum, and you get half your stamina restored, but not above your maximum again.
Okay, right, yeah. Well, that could help me last another round or two. So yeah, that's good.
I'm sorry, it's the best I can do.
No, that's splendid. I feel full of vigour.
You're the luckiest ball sack I know. Yeah.
Good, right. So to the chance of ball sack, ball sack, ball sack. You climb down into the ring then, do you, to take on
Ball
the
sacks,
Minotaur?
it is ball sacks.
Is that Rocky Balboa music in the background?
Rocky Ball sack boa comes in pulling a log behind him. Put me in, coach. Put me in, coach.
Right. Who's going to be that little geezer?
Meanwhile, the Minotaur's
in the
being
corner?
pumped full of steroids. Yeah.
Poppy will have a little
dragon.
3-legged stool there with the towels wafted in there, Harry, ready for the fight.
I'm waiting for the
Yeah,
Minotaur to come.
what's the name of that geezer out of Rocky, the corner man? What's his name?
I don't know. I'm just waiting for the Minotaur to come in and be like, "I must break you."
Drago.
Yeah. Okay.
Great.
Okay.
Right.
I'm ready.
So you've got to go 7 rounds with the
Mickey
ball man.
Goldmill.
Oh, it's ball sacks versus the man ball. It's the battle of the balls.
I need that massage up on my neck there, man. Need to loosen up my neck there, Poppy. Loosen up the neck.
I'm loosening.
Okay, right. Let's go.
Right, and then yes, he turns over his big hourglass or however he's measuring it. Yeah, gives you a little ding ding. Right, and you've got to roll attack strength for the first round.
Oh,
I believe in you, ball sacks.
oh crap. It's a 12. That's not good.
Oh, okay. So in the first round we have stalemate. We got the same. Okay,
Ooh,
so
okay.
those are traded. Parries are made. And we move into, oh no, I've got to do my one little thing. So
was
I've got an
lucky.
effect which says every 4 rounds. I'm actually rolling D4 to see if it pings round by round, just to make it a bit more exciting for me. No, it doesn't ping this round. Okay, moving to the second round. Let's have attack strength.
Oh crap. 11.
Okay, so this one goes to the Minotaur. He manages to grab hold of you and rudely twists your sword arm as you're trying to strike him, and he inflicts 2 points of stamina damage.
Okay.
Ball sack, ball sack, ball sack.
Right. Down to 14.
Actually, most of the crowd at this point are going, man ball, man ball, man ball. Yeah, let's have the next roll.
Right. Oh, that's good. That's good. Got you now on the ropes. 16. 16.
I got 20. I got 20. So you can have 2 points of stamina damage.
Christ.
But you've gone 3 rounds.
Oh, right. Oh,
Only another 4 to go, Harold.
You've got this ball sack, 4 to go.
okay. Right. 13.
I've got 19. So you
get
can have another
pasted.
2 points of damage. Roll to see if I get my effect. Do I get it yet? No. Okay. All right. We're in round 5.
Right. Oh, 10.
I got 16. You can have 2 more points of damage.
Jesus.
Oh, let's see if I got my effect. Oh, and I got my effect. Hold on.
Oh.
Before we go into round 6, I'm afraid you've got a test for luck as a great stinking cloud of poisonous gas comes out of his nose.
Right. Failed.
Oh, then you must lose 4 stamina points for this
Jesus.
poisonous gas.
Oh, my God. What round is it?
We're rolling for round 6 now.
Quick question. Can I cast my stamina spell at range?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I don't think it. What does it say? I don't think
It doesn't specify.
Yeah. No, I think that's all right. You're near enough. I think this
Okay.
is what you want. It's what you want the spell for.
It's successful, so you get half your stamina back.
Oh, nice. Yee-hee. I'll get down. I'm gonna go down on my knees and just like fake it out a little bit, like I'm really took a real big pasting.
Great.
And not let on that I've got a little bit of vigour as I felt it flow into me, and I'll just pretend I'm on my last legs and stagger up, real
Great.
dramatic, push up on my
Right.
sword.
He's been showboating all this time, and they're going,
Yeah.
man ball.
Yeah,
as
and then
he's
I'm gonna
like
rush at
waving
him.
his
I'm
arms
gonna
around.
rush at him whilst he's waving and get him.
Ball
Get
rush.
him
Give him the
rush.
ball sacks.
Yeah, there it goes. There we go. It's a 16.
I rolled 18. Take 2 damage.
Okay.
All right, and does my effect kick in again? Yes, it does.
Oh, no.
Yes, it does. So test for luck for me.
Nah, not a chance. Luck's down to 5.
4 points then, please.
Ah,
This is the last round.
Ball sack, ball sack, ball sack.
right. This is it.
Oh, I'm rolling very well today.
16.
I've rolled 18 again. That was the same as last round. So you can have 2 points of damage. But ding, 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 a rope is let down
Right.
because you have gone 7 rounds with the Minotaur. The crowd are wild. They're screaming. Ball sack, ball sack, ball sack. The ringmaster gives you a big, heavy bag of coins. Congratulations you.
ring.
Get the ring, get the ring.
Do we need the ring?
We need the ring. Pull it out.
Right.
You'll never notice.
You didn't inflict a single point of damage on that Minotaur in 7 rounds.
I need to make a grab for the ring.
He's looking for new challengers now. He's saying, "Do we have any more challengers?" He looks over at
I-
Polly,
I-
the bristly one there. Maybe
You know,
he'd
Polly,
like to have a go.
get in there, get the ring.
Do you know what though, fellas? I think we can go and get a tattoo. I think I can get with 25 gold. I can get a ring
We
tattoo.
need the tattoo. We need the ring. We can't
Yeah,
throw a
but I can-
tattoo. We can't throw a tattoo in the sea, can we?
Unless
Unless we throw you in the sea with it.
That is a plan.
Do we need that ring? Can't we buy a ring? How am I going to get that ring on? You're a fucking Minotaur, innit?
Listen. The riddle says the Minotaur's ring. There is a Minotaur with a ring. I don't know how much more obvious the Reaver can make this for us. That's blatantly the ring.
Yes, but getting it's the snag, isn't it?
You needed to yank it out while you were fighting it.
Well, I wasn't exactly fighting it.
Go on,
beating me up.
Go on, Poppy, show 'em how it's done.
Poppy's got
Do I have a new challenger?
definitely not. Poppy's
The
got a skill
the bristly gentleman.
She's got a skill of
Fine.
5, which is 2 less.
Looks
than Harry.
looks like I'm going to have to do it then.
We could call you the Spider-Man, he says to Polly.
Woman.
Can we buy that ring? Can we buy that ring off you? That ring in the Minotaur's nose. As a memento of my...
He looks around to the audience. He says, "Why don't you go down and get it yourself?"
Well, I tried that, didn't I? You...
the crowd give it ball sacks.
I'm going to be like, Harold, give me your sword. I'll go and get it.
We could charge you. Charge him.
I'm going to step forward and I'll say, well, and I'll do my best to look as weedy as possible. I'll be like, I'll fight him, but if I win, I want that ring.
And what would your name be, young lad?
And I'll say, I'm just a simple apprentice, but my name's Adolphus.
Adolphus. He says, "Well, we'll call you No Fuss. No fuss.
Okay.
No fuss. No fuss." Right, he sends you down. In you go. 7 rounds.
Okay, that's fine. Let me just check my spells.
Fantastic.
And you got nothing for grabbing that ring.
Okay, so what I want to do is, as we get in to do the fight, I'm going to cast the shield spell in front of myself that stops all physical blows. Make my magic roll. Which, yeah, that's fine. Okay, at which point I will just cast it, and I'll sort of go like that as I'm trying to hit him. But obviously I can't. But all I've got to do is last for the 7 rounds, and then I'll be like, "Oh, I want the ring. I've survived."
Right, and it lasts standard duration, yeah, which is, I think, 3d6, isn't it? 3d6 minutes, I think. So, yeah, I'm going. Yeah, roll 3d6. We'll call it rounds.
Okay, so that is 10.
Yeah. Okay. So
what I'll do is, like, when he goes for like some blows, I'll mime as though I've been like caught a glancing blow, even though it's not touching me, like stage fighting style, like and like stagger back a bit, so it looks like there's an actual fight, and hopefully the way back, like, he's using some fucking magic.
Fine. I think I'd like you to test for luck to see if that goes your way.
Looks my jam. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's fine. Reduced by 1.
Lovely. Okay, so that does go your way. So at the end, the rope is thrown down.
So
you say you want the...
Yeah, I'll sort of stand up and I'll be like, oh, look at that. No, not a scratch on me. I believe you said I was going to get the ring.
He says, what? He says, by all means, go and help yourself.
Okay, so I'm going to walk over to the Minotaur and I'm going to be like...
Right.
And if he starts giving me any sass, I'm just going to be like, look, you've just been wailing on me for like however many minutes. Do I look like I'm bothered? Give it.
Right. At which point, 3 thugs drop down into the ring. Okay. They're all carrying clubs, and they move menacingly towards you.
Okay, so I'm going to give like Poppy and Harold a glance and sort of like...
Yeah, I'm intercepting the thugs. Yeah. I'll be jumping in there.
And Poppy will.
Okay.
And then if at any point the Minotaur sort of like looks in the direction of these thugs, I am just going to try and rag this ring out of its nose.
Fine. So I'm going to ask for. Let's do that first. That's going to be a skill roll at -2 from you, please, John.
It's definitely got to be worth a go. So I'll be adding 6 to this. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 15.
Oh, sorry. A skill roll where you're trying to roll under skill.
Oh,
-2.
my apologies.
Yeah, and you're looking. You're -2 to your.
My skill.
No, -2 is no good, is it? What are we looking at? -2 to your skill.
Yeah. Well, that's a 3, so I'm still good.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, so yeah, all right. So you managed to snatch the ring, actually doing the first bit of damage to the Minotaur, who takes a point of stamina damage as you rip the ring out of his nose. Okay, and then we need to do the first round between Poppy and Bullsacks against the thugs. Right. So can I have an attack strength from each of you? 2 of them are going for Harry, and 1's going for Poppy.
12 for Poppy.
13.
Okay, so that was 1. That one is against. Okay, so Poppy, you can take 2 points of damage. Colin, you can take 2 points. 4 points, I'm afraid, as I won all of those rolls.
He is down.
Is he down? Okay. Are you exactly at 0 or are you -1?
No, exactly 0. He had 4 left.
Okay. So exactly 0 renders you unconscious.
Okay. Then I am unconscious.
Okay. So you say 4 left. You're exactly 0 stamina, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you're unconscious. Okay, so this is where we are. So Polly's facing off against 1 thug. There's 2 thugs have clubbed Harry down onto the floor of the pit, and we've got Adolphus has got a bloody Minotaur ring in his hand, and a very angry Minotaur now bearing down on him. Okay, what actions?
So Poppy's going to shout, "Leg it!" to Adolphus, and I'll hold them off.
You'll quite happily see that Adolphus appears to have leapt ahead of you, and he's already enacting that plan.
Right, so you're scrambling out of the pit, leaving your unconscious companion.
My plan is I want to run past him, and as I run past him, I'm going to try and sort of brush my hand against him and cast my last stamina spell on him.
Oh, you've got a stamina spell. Okay. Yeah,
I've got one.
I'll have that.
I've got one left. Yeah. I took 3 of them at the start.
Right. Well, I'm going to... Yeah, you can do that, but then you're going to have to fend off a thug.
Okay, that's fine. So you've got half your stamina back, Harold, and yeah, I'll be trying to duck and weave, but obviously I haven't had a chance to dodge this thug because I'm having to lean down to like give him the stamina. So yeah.
Fine. So now I'll need an attack strength from everybody.
Okay.
This first one is Poppy's one.
So that's 8.
Rolling very well.
8.
14.
Okay, so
14.
I got 15 against your 8, Poppy, so that's 2 points for you. And then I got 13 against you, John.
14 for me, so.
Okay, so you managed to fend him off because you were doing something else. And then I got 14 against you, Colin.
Tied.
Okay, so nobody does anybody any damage. All right, so that's where we are. Is that what you're doing? You're going to try and flee out of the pit?
I'm cheesing it.
Yeah, because Poppy was shouting that, and
fighting withdrawal by Poppy.
Yep.
Give me a chance to get away.
I'm literally like, as I hear them, I'm scooping up all the assorted collected objects, and I've got the ring, and I'm just like running. So that at least you can fend yourself off, and you haven't got like your arms full, Harold.
Mm-hmm. Great. So Poppy, you're fending everyone off, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. So then I'm going to require, I'm going to require an attack strength from you, and we're going to apply it to the 3 thugs and the Minotaur.
Okay.
If you're still standing, then you can beat a retreat.
Okay.
So the 2 of you are out. Right. So let's have that attack strength.
My strength, my full roll is 10.
10 was the total.
Yes, I've only got 5 skill.
Okay. Oof. Okay. So the Minotaur does 2 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Thug 1 does 2 points. Thug 2 does 2 points. Thug 3 does 2 points.
Okay.
Are you still standing?
Yes.
Then you beat a retreat. Okay, so you all run out onto the docks.
Yeah, I'm gonna be shouting for like Dapper to take us to, I forget the name of the place where we had to throw the objects.
Ryan's Bluff.
So I'm like, quick, get us there. Use the side streets, whatever you've got to do.
Great. Great. So there's all kinds of thugs and people chasing you as you make your way through the street. Yeah, and you get to Brian's Bluff.
It's turned into the Benny Hill show. Gone from Carry On to the Benny Hill.
So a mighty storm. A mighty storm assails Brian's Bluff as you approach the cliff's edge. Waves crash against the rocks far below. It's an ominous evening. It certainly is, because you look round behind you and you've got all this sort of crowd of people coming at you. As you hurl the ship, the cask, and the ring out to sea, the storm seems to become yet more frenzied. The clouds brew overhead, and you can do nothing but stand and wait. End of Act 1.